Happy Halloween if you celebrate. Today is not Halloween. However, it is the day 7 years ago that my mother died. And so I thought, what better way to celebrate than to play Halloween Pokemon as the Pokemon whose story is that their mom died. Yeah, that's right. We're playing as CUBONE. CUBONE. Today on Pokemon Red and Blue Speedrun show. This is number 19. Of course, CUBONE can be found in the Pokemon Tower, which is about 2 hours into the game. This is the first video where I have my speedrun timer on screen during the editing this portion, as in the video you're watching. So let me know. You can track in real time how much I'm speeding up and slowing down the footage. But of course, we're just speeding up through the first part of the game. It's pretty quick and simple. I'm just using Squirtle or Wartortle to get all the way up until I can catch the CUBONE. The way these runs work is I'm doing no glitches, single segment, no saving, no loading. Maybe I would load, but only to check my in-game time after the credits roll at the end of the game. Anyway, my mom's dead, and I'm doing a video. So CUBONE. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I remember running a CUBONE a long time ago, like before I ever owned my own Pokemon game. I remember like I would rent Pokemon from Blockbuster, and I would just like run with whatever was in the team or whatever. And I remember getting CUBONE a couple times, and that was like, you know, it's partially one of the inspirations for doing a challenge series like this. It's just, I like the idea of just playing with random ass shit, and I guess that's where it comes from. I'm just now putting these things together. But anyway, I remember getting CUBONE back then a couple times, but like I don't think I've intentionally actually gone for CUBONE and actually used it, or them, or whatever the species of CUBONE. It is kind of weird that it's pronounced CUBONE, but there's no Q. But whatever. Anyway, fighting the rival. We're getting cut. This is clearly what you're here for. You're here to watch play-by-play commentary, even though it's running past at 5 million miles an hour. Is going up against Misty, and Misty's done. Okay, goodbye. Going into Rock Tunnel. Anyway, so CUBONE. Really cool design. I love the bone thing, you know, that has the bone and I love that part. It's just a cute ass little guy, you know, with like a skull on. It's just I love the design. There's CUBONE, by the way. I love the design of CUBONE. It's ground type, which is like, I don't know, to me, ground type always, it feels really similar to rock type. I know they're not, but they just feel similar. I don't know, they satisfy the same vibe. In a way that's true, because one of my worst runs, if you look at the chart, can we bring up the chart? Hey editor, that's actually just me from the future. Hey editor, hey me, bring up the chart. Geodude was another ground type I did, who was also rock type, if I remember correctly. And Geodude was one of the worst Pokemon I've ever done, and so I kind of didn't realize that like ground type is one of the reasons why Geodude was so shitty. And spoiler alert, I had some problems with CUBONE. This run was not like, I guess, mistake-free. You know, one of the first mistakes that I made was deciding to go with a CUBONE without ever really looking at the move list for what CUBONE is capable of learning. So, one mistake. Though I did look up a move list when I got the CUBONE, and I did kind of cobble together a moveset at one point. CUBONE can learn like a large quantity of technical machines. Right here, I'm actually looking for one. Here's CUBONE. Hey, buddy. Look, he's got the bone. I don't know. I just love CUBONE. He's just so cute. Look at him. More like cute bone. Am I right? Lonely. Yeah, it's a lonely Pokemon. Yeah. Fuck, I mean, geez, I'm lonely too. And my mom's dead. I'm basically a CUBONE. Anyway, I got Body Slam because I just figured Body Slam would probably work. Bubble Beam. Also, you know, I have it. It's in my pack. And Ice Beam, which I did get earlier because I knew ahead of time that CUBONE could learn Ice Beam. I already knew that, and I knew where Ice Beam was because I got it for a previous run. Of course, I've said this before, but one thing that I'm doing with these runs is I'm trying really hard not to, like, look at too much material for the games. I'm trying to run as much as I can on my old knowledge banks of this game. So, like, I knew that CUBONE could learn Ice Beam. So I grabbed it. And I looked up a TM list as I was going up Pokemon Tower. And so I was like, oh shit, it can learn Bubble Beam? Nice. But I think I ended up getting Blizzard as well. But, like, I also had Dig. I was trying to hold on to Dig as well. But actually, no, I didn't. I'm pretty sure I gave Dig to Wartortle. And gave CUBONE Earthquake. So, but that was one other thing too, is that CUBONE, getting the stab move for CUBONE took a while. And again, like, I'm kind of weak here, so I was like, Wartortle maybe can do this. Wartortle ended up not being able to do this, and then I got pwned against the guy guarding the Earthquake TM. And I felt really bad about that. I was like, ugh, you know? Just feeling like shit. And then so I was like, I guess I'll just go fight Lieutenant Surge. Now, if I remember correctly, and maybe I don't, but I'm pretty sure that CUBONE can learn Thunderbolt. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't remember if I taught CUBONE Thunderbolt or not. But Bone Club, which is also a ground type attack, I thought maybe, you know, probably good enough to take out Lieutenant Surge before getting Earthquake. Turns out Bone Club could really do a lot of damage against this motherfucker. So I really didn't have too much to be concerned with. A little bit of concern there, you know, could have died. But either way, should be strong enough to go get Earthquake now. Yeah, there you go. So we're going back into the Sylph Corporation. Let's get revenge against this Machoke. Yeah. I guess with Wartortle. I mean, you know, this is the thing, and I talk about this almost every fucking one of these videos. But the technical category name is Alternative Main, as opposed to, like, solo, you know, or, like, one Pokemon only, or, that kind of stuff. Or, like, you know, type, that, you know, restrictions. So main, the meaning of that is a more official speedrun category for Pokemon. Official being that it's on speedrun.com. Which, is that what an official means? I don't know. It's some fucking website that some entertainment company bought out of nowhere that they don't know anything about speedrunning. They don't give a fuck about speedrunning. It's just some part of their shitty portfolio. So does that make it official? I don't fucking know. But whatever. The category on speedrun.com stipulates that it has to be the highest level Pokemon at the end of the game, and it has to participate in every major fight. What does that mean? I don't fucking know. I'm the first one who's, I guess, ostensibly the first one. Maybe other people have done this, but I'm the first one to have actually said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do these for all of the Pokemon in the game. You know, on speedrun.com, there's only like a handful of Pokemon that have these types of runs, so I don't know if it's like a well debated rule set or anything. I'm not sure. But either way, I use Wartortle for a fight or two. That one random guy, is it a major fight? Maybe, maybe not. Was guarding Earthquake, which I definitely need. So in that kind of way, it is a major fight. I lost, and I've spent a lot of time talking about the fight. So in that way, it's a major fight. Anyway, I'm fighting Erica, and I lost. Great. And I lost again. Great. All right, let's go to Fuchsia City. I'm drinking some wine at this moment. Cabernet Sauvignon at this current moment in time. And I'm losing. I'm losing. CUBONE, like, I'm just suffering here with CUBONE. And again, this opens a conversational topic. I ended up using a couple of rare candies to kind of boost CUBONE up a little bit. And this is one of those subjects that I still haven't decided which way I'm in on yet. Which side of the fence I'm landing on. of using rare candies as soon as possible versus saving them for later. Again, I am doing these as speed runs, and so I do want to beat the game as soon as possible, but like I'm also not like ahead of time routing out everything like on a piece of paper with perfect stats. And I don't, another rule I should have stipulated earlier is that I don't reset for stats. I don't catch 20 Cubones and compare their attack number or anything like that. I don't do any of that with the starters either. I don't look at the starter stats ever at all. To me, that I understand why you need to do it for a speedrun, especially if you're going for like a world record. I'm not doing any of that. I'm having fun with a game I haven't played that much since I was like 15 years old, right? So to me, that takes an element of fun out of the game that is so crucial that it would make me not enjoy the game. I am not a stranger to speedrunning very random games. I used to have several world records for Yu-Gi-Oh games, like Forbidden Memories, Dungeon Dice Monsters. That one's one of my favorites. And so I'm very well aware of the concept of grinding for a good deck or whatever. And it takes so much fun out of the game. It's like, oh, I'm going to play Pokemon. How long do I have? How much time do I want to set aside? I don't know, because it might take me an hour to get a good Pokemon at the start. It might, you know, so that is just an element of fuckery that I don't appreciate. So, that said, CUBONE did end up taking me a little bit longer than I thought. A spoiler, not my fastest run, okay? And so that element of randomness to me is okay. If I run with Pokemon, let's say I have 0 or 1 or whatever the lowest one is on all of the DVs, the genes of the Pokemon, if that happens, I mean, it sucks. I don't like it. I mean, I wish it weren't the case, but like, I don't even know. I'm not even looking, so it's whatever. To me, that's just one of the core aspects of fun. And by the way, I'm fighting Blaine. Check this out. Yeah, Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake. Go do it again. All right, and Blaine's done. So, Volcano Badge, which means now I can withstand maybe 1 Psychic. Maybe. I don't know. It's possible. Because of my special boost. Which, of course, I know I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do it. I'm doing this thing that people do. Because in Pokemon Red and Blue, special is 1 stat, and it's not split into attack and defense. Yeah, I know. Everyone, I'm sorry, I had to. So let's go back against, we got Erica here. Immediately just got pwned. Really, the thing with Victreebel is, Wrap, basically will fuck you. So you need to outspeed it if you have any hope at all. And it will prevent you from attacking, right? So you need to avoid Wrap. But then also, like, Razor Leaf will one-shot you. Then this bitch has, like, a possibility of doing shit like Sleep Powder. Like, give me a fucking break. One other thing I should mention is that I threw Double Team on CUBONE. Double Team is a mainstay of these runs. It's possible I'll do a series where I don't use Double Team, because I do feel like almost every Pokemon can learn Double Team. It's like almost it's a ubiquitous TM. You get it right on the main route. Like, you don't have to go anywhere out of the way. Like, if Double Team was like, you have to do this 5-minute side quest or something, it would be more balanced. But it's literally like you have to like try hard. You have to try very difficult things in order to not get Double Team, right? So, but I don't know. Double Team, it's really good. It boosts all of your stats because of the, well, not all of them, but, you know, because of the badge boosting. Yeah, I guess it's a glitch. I like to use the word mechanic. And it also improves your evasive stat, which is not good enough for Gyarados. So I have to go to the fighting dojo. And this is around when I realized, like, ooh, if Gyarados by the rival is causing me such a concern, I'm actually starting to get a little scared of Lance, actually. Lance, the Dragon Tamer. You know, I don't know why he's the one taming dragons. He's the Dragon Tamer. Is he qualified? Is he certified? Are there other Dragon Tamers? Is there a group, a certification station, if you will, that hands out certificates to become a Dragon Tamer? Is it a colloquial thing? I'm not really sure. So I'm really starting to kind of get worried about how the Lance fight is going to go. But we'll save that. Hold on, you know, this video is like, what, like half over? How long do these usually last? Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes? I don't know. It lasted a couple hours for me playing the game, but, you know, speed up the footage. And I like actually having the timer on screen when the footage is sped up, though, because you can kind of see the numbers. You know, you can see it slow and speed up, and And it's kind of hard to tell super directly with the game itself, just because Pokemon, like, I don't know, to me, like, watching a Pokemon run like this at, like, 10x speed, I got the froze right there, the freeze, really lucky. But watching a run at 10x speed, you can follow pretty easily what's happening, just because, like, especially if you know Pokemon. Like, I'm sure anyone who clicks on these videos, all 6 people who click on these, you know, I'm pretty sure you know what a Pokemon speedrun kind of looks like, right? So, you know, you don't have to, I don't have to sit here and do a 6-hour commentary, or, you know, at that point I might as well just do it live while I'm playing the game, which, you know, then actually, if I did that, well, then it would be less time total, because I wouldn't have to spend time editing and doing this. But anyway, whatever. If you want to hear live commentary, you know, leave a comment, tell me that you want to hear that, and I'll do it. I'll do live commentary videos. Yeah. No one's gonna leave a comment. You know, I don't, you know, I haven't told anyone about this channel. I make this clear in almost every video, because to me, this is like a little bit of a social experiment. Just make a new YouTube channel, not tell anybody. I have other YouTube channels. People know who I am on the internet. I'm not famous or anything, at least I hope not. But I haven't told anybody. It's kind of like my own little secret area where I go and make videos about how dead my mom is. And I talk about how much I love Blockbuster, because apparently that comes up in all of these goddamn commentaries. And I talk about how bad I am at Pokemon. Really, ultimately, why I don't share this channel with anybody and why I don't want anyone to know it exists. I'm embarrassed. This is an embarrassing thing for me to do. To sit here and play Pokemon over and over and over again. I can't tell anyone that. Especially when I'm not even good. I'm not even good at this game. Right? So, I gotta get, at least, I gotta get it somewhat decent at the game before I even tell another human being, another soul, about this. Anyway, I beat Sabrina. Not too difficult. Just don't get hit by Psychic, you know. It's pretty much that easy. You get hit by Psychic, reset. And by reset, I mean just die and then go on back in, because I don't have saving and loading. I'm also not resetting. These are all, like, first tries. Although I am, I love speedrunning. I've been a speedrunner for 13 or so years. But I'm, like, part of me is kind of scared of the idea of doing all of these again, because it's like 140-ish Pokemon you can do this kind of run with. Again, unmodified game, you know, catching them in their normal area, right? So, Mewtwo can't do that. Mew can't do it because I'm doing Glitchless. Maybe I'll do, like, a glitch run where it's like you glitch trainer fly them or something. I don't know. Anyway, here's Giovanni. Pretty easy. Who cares? I don't need to do commentary. But, like, I do like the idea of doing all of these a second time. Just, you know, just when I clean up the route and I kind of know what I'm doing, maybe I'll do it a second time. I don't know. Like, but that's the thing. Like, how much, you know, I'm starting to think, like, you know, I'm 29 years old. I'm going to be 30 next year. You know, if I do 140 of these, and let's say each one is about 5 hours, and I do 100 of them, that's, I don't know, that's like 500 something hours. And then I'm going to do them all a second time. That's like 1,000 hours. Am I really going to dedicate 1,000 hours to this Pokemon channel that has -6 subscribers and -4 viewers? The answer is probably. So stay tuned for that. Another thing is to stay tuned for is beating the rival. You're going to have to stay tuned for it, because it's going to take a while. Gotta use double team 78 times first. Hold on. Just everyone, please, hold on. Ice Beam! Ice Beam! Ice Beam again. Ice Beam one more time. See, the thing about this game that I love dearly, it's a great game. But, like, each run, and this is my 19th, each run is starting to kind of, like, blur into categories, which makes sense, because this game is not extremely diverse as opposed to later games in the series. You know, so, like, for example, I mentioned this earlier, comparing Geodude to Cubone, and that ground type kind of sucks because of Gyarados. Lance, of course, leading with the Gyarados is why the ground type is so bad. If Lance led with Dragonair, ground type might be one of the best in the game, right? But the fact that Lance leads with Gyarados means that Cubone is going to get a really bad rap. And it's around this time of the game, because I'm at 4 hours. Let me bring up the chart again. Hold on. Editor. Hey, editor. Did you hear me clicking my pen? That's me writing down the timestamp for myself, because I'm the editor, so that I remember to do the whole thing where I put the thing in. Hey, editor. Hey, editor, please. As you can see, this is my 19th run. And so, again, I'm comparing it to Geodude because that was like the first real ground type I did. And of course, these are all unevolved runs that I'm doing right now. I started off by doing some just whatever, any evolution. I didn't care so much. But now I'm kind of doing unevolved Pokemon. I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing this. I like it. I'm having fun with it. So I'm going to keep doing some unevolved guys. But 4 hours in, and you can see the timer on the screen now, I was thinking like, okay, well, assuming that Gyarados doesn't fuck me too bad, and, you know, it might fuck me really bad. But assuming that doesn't happen, I might be able to beat the game at like 4 hours 30, 4 hours 40, right? Assuming that doesn't happen. And then I started thinking, well, why wouldn't it happen? Why wouldn't Gyarados totally just fuck me over and over and over again? Just fuck me silly. And then I got scared. So then I started going out and I was like, let me battle some random swimmers. I don't know. Let's use a rare candy or 7. What do I do? I'm scared. But I don't really know. Like this, there's 2 types of fear in a run like this that I've discovered. And there's the fear of knowing you're fucked. And then there's the creeping fear, which is worse, in my opinion, of knowing you might be fucked. And so right now I'm having like kind of like a paranoid breakdown because I think I might be fucked. So I'm like, oh, let's go to Cycling Road. Let's just battle all the cue balls and bikers. Yeah. Why? Well, because Gyarados might fuck me. And Lance's Gyarados might fuck me. Let's get some Carbos. Why? Because Gyarados might fuck me. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I haven't gotten there. So, but it might happen. So again, and like there's the fear of like, oh man, I'm definitely fucked is a different kind of fear. Because the fear is like, how long is this going to take? It's the known versus the known unknown, you know, or the unknown known, not to be confused with unknown. Anyway, so like right now I'm kind of worried that I might be in for a rough patch. And so let me just battle some of these guys. Shit, I don't know. I'm just battling a Spearow now. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But again, the fear of thinking that I might be fucked leads me to make worse decisions because I just don't know. I'm just uncertain. And that lack of certainty just is scary. And Lorelei is not helping. And like Lorelei just beating the fucking shit out of me over and over and over again is not helping my case. Because I know that I can brute force Lorelei with double team and body slam. I know that I can do that, but like, and here we go. Now I'm here. So, all right, let's actually figure this out. Bruno, Agatha. Agatha and Bruno are going to be super easy. The types are... Anyway, Lorelei is causing me a little bit more problems. Really, I thought Earthquake would be good enough. But again, I'm running out of PP. That's another aspect of this. I kind of, maybe I should buy more healing items, and that kind of, spoiler alert, but I got a little scared about healing items. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go get the last rare candy in the power plant. Hey, I found Electabuzz. Shoutouts to Electabuzz. I'm excited as hell to do an Electabuzz run. By the way, I just thought I'd kill Zapdos real quick. I needed confidence booster, doing cold-blooded murder on a legendary Pokemon just really boosted my confidence. Let me sip some wine real quick as we go back into Agatha. All right, Lance. Yeah, I died immediately. And here's the thing. I'm really, like... I just don't know. I'm level 69. And I love level 69. Level 69 is a great level. But level 70, honestly, is just a little bit better. And I think it took, like, Geodude until, like, level 80 something. Maybe even, like, level 90. I don't remember. Geodude really had a hard time. So I was like, what the fuck do I do here? And then Cubone just dies. Dies. And so, again, and it's around this point where the fear of, like, I might be fucked is slowly, well, not very slowly, actually, at this point it already happened, but it's shifted over into a fear of, oh, I am fucked. Right, and as you can say, like, the last time I brought up the timer was 2 hours ago. It was the 4-hour mark, and I was thinking, like, okay, well, as long as this Gyarados doesn't fuck me, I should be okay. And again, if I would have just committed to the concept of I'm going to get fucked, I would have maybe trained up. I would have fought probably all the trainers in Victory Road. I probably would have fought some of the guys on Cycling Road, like, earlier, much earlier in the run, like, before Erica, before Koga, right? So I would have avoided losing so many times in that context. Again, just lost instantly. It's just terrible. I'm level 74. Jesus, I'm still getting pummeled by Larley. Oh, my goodness. Okay, calm down. This happened, like, I recorded this, like, a couple days ago, by the way, just so you know. Like, anyway, I apologize if this commentary is not so good. I'm on a lot of drugs as of this moment in time, because I'm fighting Agatha, and Agatha is in the Pokemon Tower, at least some sort of facsimile of the Pokemon Tower, a simulacrum, if you will, of the Pokemon Tower, which is, of course, where we met CUBONE. And, of course, we met CUBONE because CUBONE was lonely, and CUBONE's mom passed away. My mom passed away, too. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't get pwned by Gyarados for 2.5 hours. That's what I didn't do. No. I engaged in all sorts of other various forms of self-harm. But I did not. And I quote, I don't know why I'm quoting, but I did not get stuck in the Elite Four for 2.5 hours. I can tell you that much. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I did a lot of stupid shit. Like, you know, definitely did not fight the Elite Four for 2.5 hours. Well, in a way, you could argue that I am, after my mom died, fighting the Elite Four after 2.5 hours. But it's just, you know, about 7 years or so after. So, you know, does it really count? Maybe, maybe not. Paris. Not to be confused with Paris, which, as you know, is a city in France. Oh, man. Why is the timer so slow all of a sudden? What is this, like the final attempt or something? Is that foreshadowing? I slowed down the footage because this is the final attempt? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, in summary, I guess I can summarize this right now because we're getting to the end. In short, I win. I mean, CUBONE, you know, the only Pokemon I think that might have a problem with actually beating the game at all is shit like Caterpie, Weedle, Kakuna, Metapod. And really that's it. Like, what else in the game? Magikarp, I guess? Might have a problem, but then that gets into the situation where it's like, what is alt main? Right? Like, as long as my Kakuna is level 100, and then I swap in, like, you know, a level 99 Bulbasaur to use Toxic, you know, does that count as alt main? I don't know. It's a philosophical discussion. It's a philosophical discussion. We'll get back into that later. And I'll do, like, the Caterpies and the Weedles and all that. I'll probably do that more toward the later end of this. So maybe I'll get, like, 1 subscriber. Maybe, hell, maybe I'll even have 2 subscribers by then. Maybe y'all can tell me what you think I should do at that point. But it's really a philosophical discussion. But anyway, Agatha, pretty simple. Going in, I'm level 77. So level 78. I mean, I'm sorry. And so, like, if it's not gonna happen now, I mean, it has to be the next try, right? Like 78. I'm getting like 1 to 2 levels. At this point, I'm in like this territory where like each attempt at the Elite Four up until Lance gives you like 1, maybe 2 levels. So if I lost here, I'd probably be like level 80 by the time I try him again. So really what you want to get is the first turn miss on Hydro Pump, which I did. So I was able to stack a double team, which makes it even more likely that they're going to miss the second time. Once you get that first double team in, the chances of them hitting you is very low. And whoa, I'm just realizing I'm doing actual game commentary. So, you know, cherish this moment. But then they hit me anyway with that after a couple double teams. And then they hit me again. So I was like, what the fuck? A little concerned. And now I'm kind of hoping, like, ooh, wait, when am I going to level up? Because if you don't know this, leveling up resets your stats. That's why some people might call it the badge boosting glitch, because leveling up resets them. To me, I feel like leveling up is the glitch. When you level up from 7 to 9 as Squirtle, you skip learning Bubble. So I think leveling up is the glitch. I think the badge boosting thing with Double Team, I think that that's totally normal. Here I swap the palette back and forth. I do that to the beat of the music because I think it's cool. It kind of is ruined when the music is added in post and the game plays at 2x. But hey, whatever, man. I'm trying to have fun with it. Fighting the rival here. Again, like, the Gyarados was the wall. And once I got past Gyarados, I was feeling pretty good. Except I had, like, kind of, like, no items. I mean, I had a decent amount of items. And, of course, like, doing this run, like, when you have, like, more than 3 or 4 revives or potions, like, it's pretty easy. But, like, you know, I wasn't sure. And I really didn't want to do this again, okay? You know, 6 hours of thinking about my goddamn dead mom, you know? Like, that's how, you know... That's what I was doing this whole run, you know, because I was thinking like, oh, Halloween, I know, what's scary? Oh, my mom being dead. Yeah, that's fucking scary. So let me just think about my dead mom for 6.5 hours. In all fairness, I thought it was going to be 5 hours. So, you know, the extra hour and a half didn't do me any favors. But either way, I was a little concerned. Low on items. I got a couple tail whips here, which further increases my statistical, you know, numerators. And so now we're going up against Gyarados. Don't fuck me. Get a freeze, maybe? No freeze. Okay. Well, maybe this time freeze. Possibly. Okay, no freeze. No Hydro Pump and Body Slam. And no freeze. Okay. You know, you shouldn't freeze with Body Slam. You should paralyze, though. Could have gotten a paralysis. But, hey, that's fine. Earthquake, the Arcanine. And, nice. A little one-shot there. A little, you know, it's just, you know, easy peasy. Hopefully, this Venusaur doesn't use Razor Leaf. That would really suck. That would really... Okay, alright. We got Paris. Good old Paris coming in. Don't Razor Leaf me, bro. Okay, thank you. Alright, now let's hope the Cubone doesn't die. Please don't die. Just Earthquake. Okay, alright. So, like, part of me, like, you know, a little scared that without the badge boosts, I wouldn't have been able to hit it, but it's done. Cubone is done. And unfortunately, Cubone will never evolve into a Marowak. Cubone will be a child forever, identified by the fact that their mom died when they were young. And when their mom dies when you're young, you never actually grow old. Some say you grow old really quickly. Some say you never grow old. You know, as someone with a dead mom, I can tell you, I'm still 5 years old. Why do you think I'm sitting here playing Pokemon Red over and over and over and over again? Over and over and over again. Just day after day, I just play Pokemon Red. But, if it's any solace, next week, I'll play Pokemon Blue. Alright, bye.